Collectors, right, since I've done a video on these light up lightsabers, custom lightsabers, lots of you have got them out there, but there's still a lot of new people that are looking to get them. The frequent question I'm asked is, how do you hide the wires? Well, if you looked at my previous video, which I've done about a year ago, it shows you the full complete pack. Now, there are thick wires, there are the plug itself, but the actual wire that's actually attached to the lightsaber are very thin, and they're long enough to fit through and hide. Now, the best way obviously is to feed the cable through a cape and then run it through the back, and as you see here, that is a cable. And the idea there is to run virtually with a dark background, because the first thing the person is going to see when they come in is the figure, then the lightsaber, then the background. There's no way they're going to be looking for the cable, and that cable is well hidden unless I do an absolute close-up of it. Okay, you're not going to actually notice it. Now, if you haven't got a cape, it's like this. Now, I did see a YouTuber the other day that was showing a lovely Darth Vader with light up lightsaber, but the cable was just coming out the top. It just looked so tacky. I did actually say that to him. He said, well, where's the best way to hide it? Now, I can't actually go into it too much in YouTube when you're typing away, but I thought, well, you know best, let you get on with it. But all you got to do is just put it behind the figure. That is it. And then feed it through. Now, a lot of this is not just done by chance, it's a lot of planning. So if you have a look here, the cable is running around the back, hence that's the reason why the lightsaber is behind him. It's so it can hide the cable. I don't just do these things by chance, it is planning. Now, they all feed through, and at the back of this diorama or backdrop are all the connections and all the bits where the cable fly into. So this is here for a purpose, and so is everything else you see here. It's not just about setting it up and doing it. It is a bit of planning, but again, dark background again, you just don't notice. Now, if you had noticed on my last video, the reason why this came down and it broke this, I sent it off to be repaired by Chris. Chris repaired it, but the Philippine post was so far behind it looked like it was going to be lost. So I see a friend that was selling a custom one. I said, can you save it for me for the next 2 weeks? And he said, yes, sure can. And would you know it, 5 days after having a word with him and doing my collection video, my original one turned up. And he said, are you still interested? I said, I'm a man of my word, I will still buy it from you, whether I set it on or whether I just keep it as a spare. But when it finally did turn up, this is the spare one. It was broken. He did refund me my money straight away, and I said, no, we came to a deal, we did half. I've cut half the tubing off, cut the dead wire out, and this is what I've gone and done. So I've set up Darth Vader, and yes, that is with a Darth Maul hilt, but because I've put it behind him, it doesn't show. No one's actually going to know. Now, you haven't got to be so careful about hiding the wires here because it's quite high up, even though if you have a look, there's the cable, but because you're down here, you're never going to notice. So don't try too hard about hiding the cable, just as long as it blends in, because if you look in between the panels, that is exactly where it is. Now, it's always best, oh my god, sorry about this camera, it's doing my head in, have yourself a switch. Yeah, okay, because these, don't keep these on really more than 2 hours because they will burn out. It's they're literally just there for when I've got videos or pictures or visitors coming along. Yeah, don't don't put them on for more than 2 hours. Now these, like I said, these little cables, they should be long enough to run it behind the figure. Obviously the guy who does them in New York, I've got one of his, that's this one here. I didn't order from him, I just got it with this actual figure. I find the actual cables are a bit short, but I learnt to deal with it. But Chris, I do find these lightsabers are more responsive, and he does a lot longer wires, and I'll always recommend, and I'll always buy from Chris anyway. Chrisrdeguzman, I will leave a link on there. Now as you see, this one, it has that beaming effect, yeah, so it looks like even the lightsaber has come alive, because Chris, for an extra $5, will supply you with one of these controls, which you can control how much you want the beam to go in and out. I did mention all this in the video I did on the complete lightsabers, light up lightsabers. But yeah, if you're looking to get one of these, I do recommend Chrisrdeguzman. But these lightsabers are absolutely beautiful. They really are. They do make the figure come to life, and I absolutely love that figure now. So that shows you that's only in one complete little unit, but you can get round it. Okay, so just a couple of more figures added to my collection. Yes, another Star Wars. That is the Sand Trooper. Got him for a good price. Well pleased with that. And I did get the Arkham City game Harley Quinn as well. Anyway, if you want to know any more about these lightsabers, you can actually hide the wires quite easily. Just don't go overboard about it. Just let them lay there to rest, and no one will notice, because all the big mechanics are behind the actual displays. I hope this helps. Thank you very much. Cheers.